Hi students, in this class I am going to explain you how to pass objects to the function as a parameter. In the previous classes I have discussed how to create the object and how to call the function. This time we are going to pass object as a parameter to the functions. The topic is passing objects to the function as a parameter. Here one class is here, class name same alpha, two data members A and B. This is default constructor, empty, nothing I have written. So automatically by default value of A and B will be 0. Even if you not initialize any variables, it will take the default values. This is parameterized constructor, two parameters variable, parameterized variable x and y, A and B will be initialized by x and y. This we will make afterwards. Public static void main function in which I have created two objects, alpha obj1 equal to new alpha, and calling the parameterized constructor by passing 5 and 6 will be passed into x and y will be initialized to A and B. So this is memory block in which first object is created. It is a memory block obj1 and this is the cell address and we have passed 5, 6, so value of A and B will be 5 and 6 for obj1. Second object we have created obj2 in which we have passed 8 and 9. Same way second object is created. This is second object. Now if I call the function obj1 dot disp, this function, and I am writing here system dot out dot println A backslash t plus b backslash t for gap. So obj1 dot disp, we are calling this function with the help of obj1. It means value of A and B will be 5 and 6. If I call obj2 dot disp, value of A and B will be 8 and 9. But what I am going to do this time, I am going to pass one object obj2 as a parameter. So in the disp function we have to take class name and any object name like OB. So the reference of obj2 will be transferred to OB. As you know, when we pass anything to the function, any value to the function, we should know the data type, what type of value we have to pass. So at same data type variable we have to create here. As I told you earlier, class name is a user defined data type, means class name is a data type. So if I am passing obj2 which is created with the help of class name, same way here you have to declare one variable with the name class alpha. Ob is the name of the variable which is called object, and the reference, the address of obj2 will be transferred to OB. Now again see here, what will the value of A and B? Value of A and B will remain 5 and 6. It will remain 5 and 6 because we are calling the disp function with the help of obj1. But how this function can print the value of obj2 which we have passed to OB? Here you have to write ob2 dot A plus, this is gap backslash t, OB dot B. With the help of this object you can access the data members OB dot A, OB dot B. So obj2 which is passed to OB, the reference is passed to OB. So value of this OB dot A and OB dot B will be 8 and 9. This way we can get the values of both the objects in this function, one by calling the function, another by passing as a parameter. One more thing, if this function also contain local variables like int a equal to 10, b equal to 20. Local variables is also having the same name, which is of data members. So what will happen? The scope of the data members in this function will be removed for temporary sake. You can say it will be removed. So now this time value of a and b will be 10 and 20. So data members will be overridden by the local variables. Priority will be given to the local variables. But then how can we access the data members? In this case, so you can access println this dot a plus backslash t for gap and this dot b. Now this is a keyword belongs to the current calling object as a reference of the current calling object. This is a keyword in Java. In place of obj1 we can use this. This keeps the reference of the calling object by which the function is called. So this dot a, this dot b will print the value of this object 1. It will print 5 and 6, but here a and b 10 and 20. So in such a way you can make use of this. One more method, how can we use this? If suppose this is the constructor, parameterized constructor, if in place of a, x and y you are taking a and b, same variables which is of data members, then you have to write a equal to a and b equal to b. So what will happen? The scope of again these data members will be removed. So a equal to a means we are supplying value of this a to this a same, both a are this one the same. The scope of this data members is now overridden, it is removed. So here also if you want to access data members, then use this dot a, this dot b. Now this is the reference of the object. First of all, when you create obj1, so this will belongs to obj1, obj1 will be initialized. Second time when you create object 2, this will belongs to the object 2, so object 2 will be initialized. So this keeps the reference of the current calling object by which the constructor or function has been called. Now one more thing I am going to explain you. So this is all about the passing object to the function. Now if I write obj2 equal to obj1, what will happen in this case? When we try to copy the values of obj1 into obj2, this is not the right way. This will copy the reference of obj1 into obj2. I have told you earlier, when object is created, each object is having one address or reference, cell address, and here obj2 is having cell address. So when we write this statement, what will happen? Reference of obj1 will be transferred to obj2 and memory allocated to obj2 will be removed. So this memory will be removed. Only one object, this is the object which will remain in the memory having two names. We can say that this object, a memory block, is having two names, obj1 and obj2. Both the variables keeps the same reference, same cell address. So you can access a and b either with the help of obj1 or with the help of obj2. Now if I write obj2 dot a plus equal to 100 and obj2 dot b plus equal to 100. So obj2 dot a will be, after this statement, the value of obj2 dot a will be 5 and 6. Okay, so it will become 105 and 106. But if you print obj1 dot a plus gap obj1 dot b. It will print 1.5 and 1.6. It will also print. We have made changes using obj2, but when you use obj1 dot b, it will print the same values which is changed by obj2, because I told you only one object is there having two names. Either you can access with the help of obj1 or obj2. So this statement will only transfer the reference of obj1 to obj2. Same way, if you print the value with the help of obj2, it will print the same value, same 105 and 106. That's all.